made half the video. Sorry, guys.
No, I was like 60 seconds. All right, that one.
I was jamming, dude. That was awesome. That was better than anything I could have imagined. Also, I need more Parker Porter in my life, as do all of you. Hello and welcome to the whatever day it is happy hour, 11 p.m. happy hour. I'm so tired. It's the midnight happy hour, guys. It still is called that. We didn't change it. It's me. It's the paragon of virtue, Lou Betya, and special guest out of fight numbers. That's right. You know him. You love him.
He doesn't want that for this show.
He doesn't want that for the show.
Listen, I don't know if my contract is still up. Who knows? I don't represent fight numbers, but I like them. I want them to do well.
There you go.
That's
all we need. That's all we need.
I don't know if the HR says I represent them. So,
well, as of this morning, we are now sponsored. Our channel is now sponsored by Fight Numbers. So part of the deal was Chad had to come on the show.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I'm not even sponsored by Fight Numbers.
Can we talk about why Chad's on the show, and can we bring up this? So
that's why I'm on the show.
So Pierce, who no-sells every goddamn thing I say in Discords, I hop in the Discord with like my guy Dogfather, co-host of Fight Factor on this channel on Mondays. It's blowing up. The first thing I hear, I'm friends with all the gays. Fucking Olivas, all of them. I'm like, what the fuck what am I doing?
Gay? I thought he was bisexual.
I was in that space for 3 minutes. I got a guest and I got the fuck out. So I didn't have to deal with Jewish Better, which was tremendous. I saw him in there, so I didn't have to deal with him either. Perfect.
There you go.
He said, "Oh, Vay, I'm not dealing with this."
I'm surprised he wasn't like, wait, you're doing YouTube? I have to be on.
This schmuck. I'm spitting.
Can I sleep on your couch, son of a bitch?
Fuck yeah. I am here for this shit.
Beer.
I don't have to do shit for this show. This is amazing. This is going to be great.
We're breaking out the fucking racist accents already. We just started. Well, can't wait to shit on the Italians.
That's right.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa,
buddy.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh.
You know Tony Danza's the other sponsor of this channel? Like, relax, dude.
Oh, we all suck at fighting. Whoa, shit.
I don't want to get back. I don't want to get back.
2-20 in the UFC. Oh shit!
Hey,
I can't win a fight.
The beers are out. They're flowing. We're going, guys. We're going. Let's just get right into it.
Shout out Jenna Marie in the chat.
Absolutely.
We got to shout out all our people.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Lou.
You got Josh in the chat. Fuck him. He sucks.
Come on. We got Prince of Mischief. We got Kristen, my dude, Damari Sim, Sean V. What's up, brother? Justin, whose medication has been working all year. Very tremendous. Our girl, Jenna Marie.
That's right.
Green King here. My guy, Josh, who's not making me, but him, Sean Orr, and I are doing the challenge fantasy draft very soon. As long as I get CT, I don't give a shit. That's the guy.
I thought you guys were wrestling. You, Sean, and Josh.
I only want to fight Chris Curtis, and that's it. And now that he blocked Sean Strickland, I'm gonna have to fight. I don't want to fight Sean Strickland.
I thought you were guys. I thought you were having a wrestling contest. You, Sean, and Josh.
Yeah,
because from what I understand, all three of you were wrestling with your sexuality.
Well, dude, I was in college. We all do fucked up shit, right? $20 is $20, all right?
How were the 70s?
70s, dude, Quaaludes in every fucking little cup. That's great. My guys, Sports Money here. They'll be on the channel next week. My dude Garrett, one of them. My guy DD.
Come on, Garrett. Don't do me like that.
How big is Sean? He can't be like a big. Well, I don't know. He was next to Narco.
So Sean claims 6'3", but I seen what he bet. Listen, I'm not a big guy. I body him on the bench. He's like, I got shoulder and back injuries. I outlift Sean 2-1, and I'm a pussy. So
he doesn't have your vascularity for sure.
He's like 6'1", but built like a pussy.
Sean is honestly,
he's not.
I think Sean is definitely one of the.
Sorry.
Sean is one of the funnier people in space, like for sure. He's fucking ridiculous. Also, we see Sean V in the chat getting on Sean for wearing a mask near Narco. Sean, I don't know why you haven't realized he's trolling you like so hardcore, but like he's drinking I imagine that Sean's drinking a nice Bud Light somewhere right now and loving America. That's where Sean is.
That's what
right
one
now.
would do.
He doesn't love America, but he's probably drinking the Bud Light.
He loves America and Democrats. But all right, Monk, get us on track. I fucked this up.
Yes, let's get
There you
going.
go.
Fellas.
Well,
I'm excited. Hell yeah.
Well, let's keep that excitement going with this banger of a first fight of the night.
He's got research, Monk.
Well, good. One of us does. Shauna Bannon taking on Alice Ardeline. Wait a minute. What kind of research? Minus 175 for Bannon. Can you believe that? Plus 150 for Ardeline. Plus 130 fight doesn't go, and minus 210 over 2.5. Well, why don't you start us off, Chad, please? What do you got for this?
Listen, I spent a lot of time doing research on this fight. Some might say 12 minutes or so. At the end of the day, you're getting someone that I think is a legitimate fighter versus someone that isn't. And Pepe brought this up on our show. The sub-stabs 2-3 for Shauna, and 2-3 just in general for the real fighter. I think standing, you can take anyone that, kind of fights, and it'll be competitive standing. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they'll probably have some fun time standing. It's just, as the fight goes on, or if Shauna can get on top, it likely you see the difference between someone that's a real fighter and someone that isn't. And we're just banking on that. The lines are wide. I think she can sub her or finish her late. So that's what I've bet. But don't invest a lot of money in this one, fellas. But you can't go wrong with that angle.
I love it. Yeah, I tend to agree. For DraftKings purposes, Shauna's super expensive at $8,900. Not sure why she's salaried there. That was the last two salaries to come out. She was minus 165. Loughran was minus 200, and Loughran is $200 cheaper. So I'm not really sure what they're doing, if that was a mistake. We've heard about a lot of mistaken lines this week already for sure. So maybe that was another one. I like Bannon to win as well, obviously, but I'm not very interested in rostering her for DraftKings. So Lou, what do you got? Anything to add to this one?
Well, I have a commentary on OnlyFans. I'll say in a second.
I was going to say,
to Chad's point, it's weird. I mean, look, I don't think Bannon's like great, but I feel like people are really not giving her any grappling equity here, which is crazy because she absolutely has. I don't think she's not like a world-class wrestler. She's not like Jillian Robertson with Top Time or whatever, but she absolutely has grappling equity. And Ardeline, I mean, look, she's like aggressive. So I like she fights, at least she's trying. She's not just back foot throwing no volume, like she's aggressive. I mean, Bannon doesn't hit very hard. Ardeline's very live round one, but out of the first round, I think Bannon should be smart to look throw and take down the first round, and then this fight goes on. I think it's going to be there, and I mean, look, Bannon's not going to, I don't know her ceiling's very high, but like, this is a fight that even her camp's got to be telling her, like, dude, you got to get a finish here. Like, this is a fight you need a statement win. I like the sub 2-3 look. I think it's super interesting. My comment on OnlyFans is this, and I'll ask the panel here. If you're doing an OnlyFans and there's no tits, there's no nudity, why are you doing it? Like, like only $20 a month for a picture of your ass and thong? Great.
I got you. Why would you do OnlyFans? So you're asking for the consumer or for the seller?
I'm asking for my predilection and love of titties.
So then we'll take a step back. We're gonna remove ourselves from MMA for a second. You're familiar with one Bad Baby.
Yes. Yep.
Well, yeah, listen, Monk, you answered a little too quickly.
I mean, catch me outside. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But
I got the internet.
so, what does she do? No nudity. So, no nipple, no pussy, no nothing. Guess what, Lou? She made
I know.
60 million in a year showing no nipple. 60 million in a year. Yes, was it because she did it on her 18th birthday and guys are fucking gross? Sure. But turns out you don't have to show anything. It turns out the tease is worth more. She laid it down business-wise. Also, always leave them wanting more. That's a rule for business, guys. Do not give up everything you got. Make them want more. That being said, Shauna, sub-2-3.
See, I didn't even know that they weren't showing nipple. I had no idea.
No nipple. There's no nipple.
I knew back when everyone's favorite Jessica I was doing it. She mentioned the implied nudes. I thought that was dead now, but apparently they're strong.
I mean, Kay Hansen doesn't show topless. She just shows butt.
A year in, she was like, anyone that bought that, you're a pedophile. Like, what? You're like, they made you a fucking multi-millionaire. She's like, yeah, you guys are all sick. I'm like, she's right. But you don't want to alienate your fan base. But guess what? They kept buying it. Sorry, as far as Kay Hansen goes, I mean, I've seen her do a lot more than that.
It's amazing you can see somebody get railed from behind, but she won't show her tits. She's like, hey, I have limits. Excuse me, I have limits, sir.
I've seen her with a butt plug in getting fucked, but I have not seen her nipples. You're right. Yeah. But listen, we all have standards to live by, Lou. Okay?
Yeah.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And
I love that we're on the first fight. I love
it. All right. Well, cheers.
I love the trajectory of where this is going.
Lou. No. Yeah, I want to see a big fucking swig on your end. I've been drinking for 6-7 hours. No, that's a beer. Get me some liquor.
I'll do you one better. Hold on.
Oh, geez. Do you have a German?
I don't have any hard liquor in the house.
You have a German energy drink?
Chat, I'll do you one better.
Let's hope so.
I'm waiting.
Oh, it's the shoe.
Oh, I don't like shoes. That makes me sick. Right. I'd rather see Kay Hansen get fucked with a butt plug in. I'm not watching this.
I heard you can see just that, so you're in luck.
I have seen that, but we've lost our one female viewer. Lou, what the fuck? We had one woman watching us, and you fucked it up.
Maybe they'll be back in here when we start talking about this
Who
fight.
was the second one?
Kristen. She's in here.
That's true.
Kristen?
She's Canadian like you. You must know her.
All right. Kristen.
She's from Canada. You know every Canadian, right?
You want to go over a drink, Kristen?
Well, I mean, they might not leave. We start talking about Breshke with his shirt off like this. I mean, come on. Who can resist?
Mark Schillenberg's in here, Sean V. All right, let's go. You know what? Mark, you got this one.
I almost said Mark Parkin. Mick Parkin taking on Lukasz Breshke. Plus 280 for Breshke, minus 340. There she is for Parkin, who's also 9,100 this week, minus 200 fight over 2.5. I'll start us off here. You can play Mick Parkin in cash, but that's probably it. It is always funny though. Anytime Lukasz Breshke fights, you go back and I think it was the Waldo fight where he got it had to have been where he got absolutely fucking spun around like a top. And then,
he got KO1. Yeah.
Oh, it was so fantastic. That was a great highlight. So you get to rewatch that. But yeah, I'm hoping Parkin actually finishes a fucking fight in his home country instead of going to decision. Not doing shit for DraftKings. So 9,100 is a lot. I'm willing to take the chance because Lukasz Breshke probably is not good. I mean, he's only beat Walter Walker and that was tough for him. So yeah, Parkin and cash. Lou, what do you got here?
So, God, this is John Stargarian's fault because I had him on the show.
Don't blame John. Come on.
I'm blaming John completely. And I'm blaming John for all the Discord talk this week. But he parlayed Parkin, and John doesn't do parlays, and he even says when I parlay people, it goes horribly. Oh, let's go, Luke. Let's fucking go.
I tried to put it up too quick too. I mean, it's pretty
So-
close to Parker riding the whale. You could just sub in Mick Parker.
No,
based on that.
Parker.
So
Parker.
I know my guy Dogfather took the poke on Bresky here. Like I rewatched the Bresky Walter Walker fight on Tuesday. I don't know why, but like all I came away thinking is like, man, Walter Walker is like, he's not even
Terrible.
like fucking bullshit, like Kazakhstan basement level. Like this dude's awful. And so, because my big concern coming in is like, okay, if Parkin can like top time him, he wins easily. So I'm watching the Carl Williams fight with Bresky, and I'm like, man, you know, this guy's getting up from Carl Williams. And then I start realizing, dude, everybody's just getting up from Carl Williams. Like Tafa was getting up. Like maybe Carl Williams is not good at holding people down. He's good at takedowns, good entries. He's not great at holding people down. I think Parkin at least is like kind of better at top time. I don't think Parkin's striking is great, but he certainly throws more volume than Bresky. He hasn't covered everywhere here. I mean, I don't love minus 340, but I mean, Bresky is like, look, and the market hates Lucas Bresky because he's a bum. But
yeah,
this feels like another setup fight. I'm going to bring up another bet that we were talking about that Dogfather gave me. And he's like, you're welcome, dude. It said, will Parkin be in the top 15 at the end of the year or the end of 2025? And I'm like, you don't like yes at plus 300? I'm like, it's heavyweight, dude. He could win like,
yeah,
dude, like you're saying like they wouldn't re-sign Arlovsky and give him like, dude, Parkin can beat his skill set. He can beat a lot of these bullshit lower level heavyweights. He's never going to beat like anybody decent, but he can beat like how do you cap here, Chad? How do you cap Parkin against Romanov? He's not a massive dog to Romanov, is he? He's a dog, but he's not like plus 500.
I wouldn't think so.
Plus 300.
But would you say that's like a winnable fight for like that might be like his ceiling? Okay,
well,
but like
I mean,
that's
people
like
are so low on Romanov. Like, yeah, he's probably plus 300. Romanov probably just top times him for 2 rounds. Like,
but I mean that's like the same guy in a weird way. Like Romanov's a little
Well,
prudent.
Romanov is also fucked up right now. Like, God knows what he's up to. He's just that karate combat wrestling.
Like, could Parkin be? Sorry, this is the most. I guess Pepe is our VIP member of the site.
Oh man, I'm trying real hard here.
Like, could Parkin be competitive with like Tybura?
I'm putting my shirt back on, man.
Monk, could
Fuck
Parkin
you,
be
Pepe.
competitive with
so.
Tybura?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, he could. I think Parkin could have like a lot of 29, 28 losses to guys that are ranked.
Parkin's not
Like,
going to blow his cardio.
Incomprehensible thing. Like it's not.
No.
He could be ranked 14th. It's not like incomprehensible.
It's not a fight to care that much about. You can't lay this price on a shitty heavyweight. He probably wins. It is what it is. But like, you'd feel like dog shit laying minus 340 and this idiot gets KO'd or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's better spots. Don't fucking ever lay this price on an idiot. Idiot heavyweight. Don't fucking do that, fellas. If you want my biggest advice as a capper, never bet on an idiot heavyweight at this price ever. He's not covering this. Yeah, I don't care if he ends up on top and this guy stinks. He could die in round 1. It's heavyweight. You want to lay minus 350? There's better weight classes, fellas. We're going to get there. Don't worry.
Chad, can I ask you a general betting question? And it's not just fights, but it's in general.
I'm gay.
I have preached on this.
Well,
I have preached this concept in my fucking 90 years of betting. I feel like you understand this concept. I feel like a lot of people don't. You never fade a bad fighter with another bad fighter, right?
So the whole idea is don't fade shit with shit. And
right.
I subscribe to it to a certain degree. But then it's like, all right, well, what level of shit? Like, we're fading, like, We're fading diarrhea with like little rabbit sprinkles. Like there's levels to this shit, Lou.
Nice.
Okay, and it is what it is. But this is not one to lay minus 340. I'm not drunk. I am right as rain.
He's giving you credit. Take the compliment, you son of a bitch.
All right, I'm right as rain. But yeah, this isn't one like you can't lay minus 340, fellas, for real. And he's probably gonna cover. You're gonna say, "Whoa, Chad, what the fuck, dude? He just covered it easy." You don't lay that. You lay that on a lower weight class where a guy can put his wiener in a guy's butt wrestling. That's the one where you lay minus 340. You don't do it for heavyweights where this guy could just get clapped. Don't lay.
I've been asking DraftKings for like a penis.
You've been asking for
for like so long, dude.
I've been asking for a wiener butt for so long.
Ever since the Dontel Mays fight, like I've been asking for like a penis and butt prop. Like Monk, have I been asking? It's not the first time I've said this. I want
it. Jelton Almeida, you asked for it.
If they listen, they got to pin you for 8 seconds. If they don't pin you for 8 seconds, it doesn't count. 8-second pin, that means penis in the butt. That means they could have fucked you. If someone doesn't pin you for 8 seconds, you're clean. They couldn't have done it to you. Like
Chad, I have given away.
I would have pinned you for 8 seconds. Call it out. It is what it is. I'll pin a lot of people.
Chad, multiple times. I have given away Jelton Almeida.
8 seconds of pin.
I've given away Jelton Almeida by Prison Love Story round 1. Has been an actual prop.
That's true.
I've given out on this program.
Oh yeah.
I gave it out on a show with Liam and Narco, and the disgust on their face. And then like I saw Liam get disgusted. I'm like, hey, I said, hey, bro, aren't you the guy that brings up anthropomorphic advantages? This is the ultimate anthropomorphic advantage, dude. Like, how are you upset? And then Narco broke when I said that, and then Liam, his internet went out because he never has
because he unplugged it.
But Narco's like, fuck, dude, like. Totally broke on air, and I'm like, I got you, you son of a bitch. Like, I got you. All right, can we go to a fight that's not this?
Yeah, no, this stinks. Let's go.
Yeah, we can go to this one.
This one.
We can go to this one.
Let's go, dude.
Fucking Sammy the Neck taking on Kiefer Crosby, minus 435 for Patterson, plus 335 for Crosby, minus 600. Fight doesn't go, and the over-under 1.5 is plus 165, minus 195. Chad, why don't you start us off here?
Yeah, sure. I get a pretty simple take on this one. I was very tempted to bet the KO on Crosby. I think that's still not a bad way to play it. I think it, maximizes win condition. I did play Patterson sub 2-3 plus 500. I think plus 500. Yeah, he could KO in round 2. It's not impossible. I just think sub 2-3 is the maximal win condition for him. I got some shit on the other end. The fight numbers, boys, like round 2 better. And I did play round 2 plus 500 as well. So a sub 2 would be optimal for me. I think Patterson subs him in round 2, and that would be for the best for me. Also, my thoughts on the month of June are I hate Pierce, and I hope he dies. I don't know what that has to do with June, but I don't like Pierce. And, I hope he dies painfully. But Lou, you were saying.
Yeah, Lou, what do you got?
Did you guys watch Pierce with Olivas and Santino getting hammered for free? It's great.
Yeah.
Drinking all their whiskey.
Did you see the extended footage?
No, I didn't pay the $5.
Yeah, director's commentary.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I seen them in the sauna. I got some connects at Fight ready. I know. No, well, no, nothing like crazy. I don't know the fighters that well. I know the
Are you friends
janitor.
with every Asian fighter there?
No, I know the janitor. If Fight ready, and there's not a lot of impressive things going on in that sauna. Like Pierce, no, definitely not. Olivas, not. Like, no hate. Like, they're fine. There's nothing like bad. It's just there's nothing impressive going on in the sauna at Fight Ready. I know they got a lot of Mongolians and whatnot, and yeah, we all know. Yeah,
Can you be
but
politically correct on this program? It's Mongolians, and we all it's South Park. We're after midnight. It's happy hour.
It's
Mongolians.
Sure. There are
Shitty
Mongolians
wall.
in there, and yeah, there's nothing good. Like, listen, there's a reason we built the wall, right? I'm Chinese. I'm half Chinese. We built the wall for a reason. We don't want them in here. But yeah, nothing crazy going on in there. Like, but anyway, the whole point was, I hope Pierce dies in a car crash. Well, what was my point? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Well,
you said again? Patterson round 2 sub, and
round 2 preferable, but I do hope, like, if I had a choice between Patterson winning by sub round 2 or Pierce dying in a car crash, we know what I'm choosing. Like, come on.
There we go.
Well, I'm just gonna say I like Patterson sub 2 as well because it gets Chad and I both paid because I capitalized on the fucking horseshit Fanatics line today at plus 2,000 for his round 1, round 2. To Chad's point, I think Crosby KO 1, small poke as a hedge. That's his win condition. I don't think it's a horrible play. Like, Patterson still has tall man defense. He's probably not a guy that should ever be minus 400 against anybody. But if he gets this fight to the ground, it's over in like fucking 30 seconds. So, Patterson's going to be limited, but this is a very set up, winnable fight for him.
There you go. And I don't have much to add except what is BDK, Kiefer Crosby's nickname? Sounds too much like BTK. And
Big Dick Killer, bro. What
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Big Killer.
Plus 335, bro. You might have to change that nickname. But yeah, Patterson, I mean, he could get gillied twice at the same time. That's a possibility for sure. But yeah, I'm on the Patterson side for DK as well. Early finish is definitely in play. And Crosby too, like these guys are saying. I mean, his, like you said, first win condition, first round KO, might as well take a stab there at 6,900. Here we go. The parking lot brawl that we're all talking about. No, what's the picture? I heard that somebody said that Makayev shot a fucking takedown, shot for a takedown in a street fight. So I'm really interested to see A, if this fight happens, and B, what it looks like. But we've got Makayev, who after that video came out is only getting wider as far as the line. It's up 10% or 10 cents since yesterday for sure at minus 160. Cop is plus 140. Plus 140 fight doesn't go, and over 2.5 minus 200. Yeah, Lou, start us off. What do you like about this?
I mean, is this fight going to happen? Because there's like
now
all
it's
this
on
weird
the
fucking narrative shit around it.
Yeah.
This whole thing. Did you see this whole thing today with like Cop being like, "Fuck you"? I took a picture with you because we're Islam brothers, and like,
yeah, it's fake news. Who's lying?
It feels like it's hey, we have to sell this fight.
Yeah.
I don't have a bet on this fight.
Lou, sorry, not to interrupt, but I'm pretty sure he said someone made up the whole confrontation initially. I don't know if you remember where he said, he cut him open and
they showed the cut, right?
Yeah, they said he made that up. So who knows? Yeah, because there was no real cut when that happened. So
if I'm gonna bet this fight, I mean, if this line keeps moving and Cop's going to go to like 160 or above,
150 max.
I don't think it. Yeah, I think there's going to be buyback. Look, man, I think Makayev has. I understand like Cop's not been great off his back, It's a binary fight. I understand this. But Mikhaev, I don't like this narrative like, he just knows how to win fights and kill time. But he has been skating by on like super, super thin margins. I'm not even talking about like the Filio fight where he got in trouble. I'm talking about like the Tim Elliott fight. He's down 2-0. Like that's a bad look. That's the worst look.
Yeah.
The Alex Perez fight, Perez just threw nothing back. But again, it's super, super thin margins for Mikhaev at this point. The problem I have backing Manel Kopp, if you look at all Manel Kopp's fights, he's super low volume looking for a counter, except for the Santos fight, because Santos was not allowing. Like he fought the fight to his opponent. He's like, I'm going to throw a lot of volume on this fight because that's what it dictates. So if Kopp fights like he has at the UFC level, and I have mentioned a couple of times with Kopp, when you look at like the Pantoja fight, some of his early fights in the UFC, he was just getting used to fighting without boots. Like he was getting used to fighting barefoot. Like in Risen, he's fighting like he's not fighting barefoot. It's a huge transition. You could tell his footwork was like kind of weird. Like he was crossing his legs, making like weird. Like it was strange to watch him, and he was super competitive with Pantoja. I feel like he's improved. I mean, every second this is on the feet, it's Manel Kopp. I may have to look at like a Kopp KO prop. Like I think if you're going to play Kopp, you probably have to play a finish prop. Because if this is going on the feet, if this is going his way, he's probably going to get Mikhaev out of there. And I struggle to see how Kopp wins the decision if it's like a super tight margins fight. So I'll pick Kopp. I can't, if he gets, like Chad said, if he gets 150s, kind of where I think there's going to be a resistance point. If he gets higher than that, small poke, but no confidence on this one. It's I don't know, man. I'm fucking done with Mikhaev, dude. He's annoying.
Yeah, no doubt. He came into the UFC just firing on all cylinders against not great competition, putting up 120, 130, doing his thing. Kopp's been doing that as well. He put up decent scores against Osborne and Zalgas, but I see this one going to decision. Nobody's really going to score much, so I'm on the just average ownership where I would usually be over on Mikhaev. I'm really not looking forward to it too much, so I'm probably picking Kopp as well. I don't know, man. But Kopp seems like he's unhinged, so I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one, but I do think he goes to decision. Winner probably scores hopefully only 80 or 90 because I'm kind of going to fade this one. Chad, do you see anything different?
No, I mean, I will bet Cobb money line when we get there, but not much to add. I agree with Lou. He brought up the points that I brought up earlier. So
there we go. Here we go. It's not Johnny Parsons.
And I have like 2-3 fights a night where I make good points. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Like 2 or 3. This is one I have like.
Let it fly. Let's go.
Preston Parsons taking on Oban Elliott. Preston Pressure Parsons, I should say. -135. Elliott's +115. -115 for fight doesn't go. -140 the over 2.5. Look, man, I love Preston Parsons this week. I'm playing the shit out of him in cash. I don't mind him in GPPs. Look, Oban Elliott against Val Woodburn got taken down twice, controlled for 13% of the fight. I know he still won and kind of turned it on a little bit later on, but man, it was a bit concerning that he didn't find a finish and that he got taken down a couple of times there. Gave up 40 points to Val Woodburn. So yeah, give me Preston Parsons. I think his nickname is actually applicable to the way he fights, and he has a chance to score very well against a relative newcomer here. So, Lou, I like Triple P. What do you got?
The only thing that I hate is that there's other people in this space that I think are terrible that are betting Parsons. Like I hate agreeing with them.
Right.
And I'm not calling out names, but like let's just say if they think that he has the more cleaner striking, it's that guy. I think Parsons is going to knock him out. I think you're getting a fight with 2 grapplers, and how often, Monk, do we see a fight with 2 grapplers and it ends up being a striking affair?
All the time.
I think Parsons' boxing is better. I know Elliott has decent kicks, but I think Parsons his boxing's better. He hits harder. Neither one is defensively responsible, like at all. but I trust Parsons a lot more. You mentioned like Elliott, like the 13% control time by Val Woodburn. What you didn't mention was that Val Woodburn, who I can't stress enough, stinks. Reversed this guy in the 3rd round, dude. Like, forget about that he cracked him. He reversed this guy in the 3rd round, dude. Parsons is coming off like the Officer Giles fight, and like everybody's complaining. They thought he won. It was home cooking. Look, if you go back and watch, it's tight. I thought Giles actually won round 3. But dude, look who Parsons has fought in the UFC. This is like a massive step down.
Huge.
And like I don't think Semmelsberger is good, but Semmelsberger would kill Elliott. Like would just crack this dude. Well, you know what he'd do? He'd knock him down and then like dive into his guard like a fucking asshole. But I mean, I think this is a big step down for Parsons in what he's fought in the UFC. People are like, oh man, it's gonna be tough for him to win decisions in the UK. He ain't gonna have to worry about it. Parsons is knocking him out, dude. I think Parsons is knocking out Elliott plus 500. I think he gets it done. Oban Elliott, you know, barely beating Val Woodburn, struggling with 3rd, and then comparing himself to CM Punk and being the best in the world. Like, I mean, it's funny. But man, even on the Contender Series, dude, this guy, like, yeah, he had to fight through adversity. I think Parsons is by far the best guy he's fought. And Parsons is not some elite guy, but his boxing is really good. And he hits hard. Like, he just has to worry about, like, he's no striking defense. That's the concern with Preston Parsons. But on the ground, I don't think Elliott's going to top time him for like 4 minutes in a round. Parsons way better positional control. Way more. And Parsons more likely to ground and pound them. So I like Parsons here quite a bit. He's not the best Parsons in the UFC. Anybody that's watched the show knows that would be the Sluggernaut, the greatest Parsons to ever Parson. I like Preston Parsons here, KO. And that's the official. And it's John here to channel my John Kelly. That's the official pick.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got? What did your read here, Chad?
Yeah, I'm on the Parsons side. I've been waiting to bet on money line just because money is going back and forth the whole time, and I do think Parsons is the side. I'm not excited about props, but I will end up on Parsons if I can get minus 135 or so. That is where I will end up. So
there you go. And yeah, I think the 8,600 is a fantastic possible value for Parsons. Hopefully he's going to go overlooked this week. That's my hope for DraftKings. No ownership. Speaking of no ownership, ask Uncle Weezy about this. Don't ask Uncle Weezy about this dude. Modestas Bukauskas taking on Marcin Prachnio. Here we go. Minus 146, 8,500 for Bukauskas, 126, 77 for Prachnio. Plus 120 fight doesn't go, and the over 2.5 is minus 170. Chad, what do you got here? Start us off with the this awesome fight.
Sure. As someone that has cashed 100 to 1 on a Prachnio fight and also cashed on Prachnio versus William Knight, I like to think I'm sort of an elite Prachnio capper. That being said, Pierce is gay. Pepe is a hater. You know, I do think that Bukauskas is a side here. I think it likely goes the distance, but Bukauskas has probably like 70% of the finish equity. So I think it's likely anywhere. It's going to be either Bukauskas decision or KO 2-3. He's going to win. Prachnio betters, you're gay. Pierce is gay. Pepe, you're a hater. And yeah, that's how I feel.
Fucking putting the haters down with the eyes closed. I love to see that shit. Tell him. He's like, I can see it all now, though.
I can listen. I'll close my eyes right now. I'll close my eyes. Right. Open, closed. Closed eyes, I can see clearly now. No, hold on. Closed eyes. Closed eyes, I can see clearly now. Pierce is gay.
That does it.
Pierce
I
is
just
gay.
sent Chad something on Discord. Like this guy Rucka Rucka Ali. That's like been doing parodies 20 years. He has a song called "Lars is Gay." It's a Metallica cover,
yeah.
but it's literally I could sample everything Chad saying tonight and make the song again.
All right,
Pierce
I'm gonna
is
listen to it. Hold on,
gay.
I'll pull it up.
Pepe is gay. Pierce is gay. But the gayest is James.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Oh, it's loud. Oh my
So good.
God, that's loud as fuck. All right.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Literally comment from fucking Luke.
Fucking shit.
I am the
shit
liquor.
hurricanes coming your way.
I am
Luke
the
is funny
liquor.
as shit.
All right.
Chad, you're literally our most entertaining guest ever, except for Luke, who is demanding I shave on air, do all sorts of weird
Oh,
shit.
I was going to ask you about that. How'd that bet go? Did you win?
It was the Steve Garcia. If it went the distance, I had to shave on air, and Luke would have made me do the Hitler mustache, and
Yeah,
he denies it. But
That's
like Norm
only
Macdonald
option.
said, allegedly, but also really.
Only option, bro.
I would have done I would have done the Hitler mustache on air. I would have been a man of Luke's people. I'm passing on this fight. I have no opinion. I don't care. Monk, go ahead. I'm just moving on.
This fight sucks for DraftKings. Yeah, minimal ownership.
Monk, who do you think has better hair?
Moving on.
Do you like the steel of Bukowskis versus
no?
The very
it's obviously Pracknell. It's obvious.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us three. I was like, come on, all right,
it's obviously Pracknell. He's got the line. Bukowski's clearly trying to brush forward. We all know that means the shit's creeping up, Eddie Munster style. It's Pracknell. It's Pracknell by a mile.
Yeah, enough of this fight.
Fuck, what's I can't remember the line I was used
speaking
to
of Monk, speaking of solid haircuts.
Yeah, I mean, this is a solid. I mean, Loughran's haircut, his hairline goes into his forehead.
Not who I meant.
Hadley, yeah, I didn't get over. I started left to right, and yeah, that's
Hadley,
rough.
Fresh from teaching substitute math.
Yeah, dude, that's rough, man. Minus 210 for Loughran and plus 180 for Hadley. That hairline.
Oh, is that Hadley? I thought that was Dogfather.
Oh.
Shots fired. Plus 170 fight doesn't go. Double guns,
you,
sock puckas. Over
Andrew.
2.5.
Oh, dang.
40. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll start this off, I guess. Hadley, it is interesting. He's going up to bantam, but he always looks awful on the scales at 125, so this might actually help him out. Might actually help him out. White Kong is obviously the worst nickname. Oh shit, is he in the chair still? White Kong is obviously the worst nickname in the history of the UFC, probably, other than the Pleasure Man. Yeah, we're going Loughran decision, and I don't really have any interest in this for DraftKings. What do you got, Chad?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. White Kong and Pleasure Man were two of my nicknames in high school.
Chad, do you know the history of the Pleasure Man with Monk? That's like his least favorite dude in the history of fucking UFC.
I hate him.
That's his least favorite guy ever.
Nickname.
That's his business. Listen, fine. What do you want me to say?
Tyson Pedro for president. Let's go.
I mean, Tyson Pedro made me a pretty penny when he lost. That being said, yeah, I mean, fuck Dogfather. Bald ass bit. What
Beautiful.
was I saying? I got distracted calling Dogfather bald. He looked like Jay Catley. Yeah.
Fuck the Ted DiBiase.
I'm far more jacked than him too. I'm trying to remember. Where were we? Okay, this fight. Likely a garbage Loughran domination. Hadley should not be up here. From what I understand, the UFC doesn't like him, and it's not going to go well for him at this weight class. In my opinion, maybe he locks in something early. It's likely a Loughran decision, but you might be able to squeeze some juice out of that and get like a KO 2-3. plus 1,000 off FanDuel. That's what I would sprinkle, but not a fight I would put money on. I get the people parlaying him. Not my style, but he should win.
There you go, Lou. Take us home on this one.
I mean, I've never really liked Hadley. Like I get it. He's like this prospect.
I've never liked Andrew either. Wait, do you say Hadley or Andrew?
I don't like either one. I don't like either of them. Not any of them. I mean, Hadley shouldn't even be in the UFC. It's like a weird, the whole path was weird. Like came in overweight, was a fucking asshole to everybody, behind the scenes. They still hired him.
Andrew came in overweight.
I would love it if they ran the Hadley Nascimento fight back. I really would.
Oh,
I feel like Hadley's sub rebuffed here. Loughran is just this weirdly absurd, tough dude. He's gonna be physical. He's gonna be tougher. He's gonna get takedowns. I mean, even the fucking guys at Fight Ready, like Olivas and Santino on their pod, were talking about this. We can't comment. We coached both of them. And it was very obvious they were leaning toward the Loughran side here, just knowing both guys. Yeah, I think he's I don't know. Loughran doesn't fight a style that I love. By the way, and Pacheco is just super tough. That was the AC card, dude. I mean, he could have had Pacheco out of there. Pacheco's tough. It wasn't Loughran. Even in the third round, he's throwing a lot of bombs. This dude was just tough. I don't know if Hadley can withstand it. We don't know what Hadley looks like at 145. I don't think it fucking matters, dude. This dude is just Hadley's gonna beat the Malcolm Gordons, and I think that's kind of his ceiling. So I like Loughran here to win. It's not a hot take, but I think Loughran decision. I think he just kind of lays on him in the third round and gets a clean 30-27.
There we go. Andy's a minus 210 at 8,700. Yeah, he's the opposite Patterson. No neck. Whoop, that's not it. It was that one. Here we go. Molly Meatball taking on Bruna Brazil. Molly minus 335. Brazil plus 275. Fight doesn't go as plus 105, and the over 2.5 is minus 145. Look, I'm hoping for a Molly finish here. Look, if she does one thing, she might not be good at a lot, but she is good at putting up a lot of points against subpar strawweight fighters and flyweight for that matter. I'm thinking McCann here. I'm hoping at 9,200 she gets overlooked by Patterson, by whoever the hell's at 95. I forget off the top of my head. So hoping she goes overlooked and is able to finish Brazil, who has not looked good against Lukbunmi, has not looked good against Denise Gomes, has only looked good against Shauna Bannon, and we all already talked about what we think of Shauna Bannon. So yeah, give me Molly McCann. Chad, what do you like who do you like?
This is gimmick infringement from Luke.
Yeah, it is
gimmick infringement.
Yeah, well, whoever wants to go, somebody can go. Chad, what do you like on this one?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. I said I like
good.
Molly versus prison stuff. That's
There you go. Molly prison stuff.
I'll keep it quick.
We've got nothing left.
I mean, this is setup fight, and I don't.
All right, Lou, please stop riding my coattails. Fucking take it easy.
I mean, I don't think Brazil is she.
I mentioned Brazil in my breakdown, please.
You about to disparage the whole country of Brazil?
Chael. I mean, this is a setup fight, dude. Molly, but don't play ITD Molly. Just play the under 2.5. It's 10 cent difference, dude.
I mentioned setup fight on my breakdown.
What I meant to say is what he said.
There you go. Oh, geez. Speaking of Nathaniel Wood, minus 400. Taking on the Pit, plus 300. Minus 200 doesn't go, and the under 1.5 is just plus 140. Lou, let's get into it. Who do you like here?
I took the shot on Pineda round 1 sub.
Nice.
I just, man, I hate Nathaniel Wood.
Go.
I don't think he's as good as people think. I don't rate him as highly. Dude gets hurt every fucking fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Pineda fucks him up in the first round. Look, if this thing gets out of the first, Who knows? We don't know all the steroids. That
Oh,
Pineda
we
is on
know.
right now.
We know what happens if it gets out the first. Come on.
Well, I mean, he may be on all the
Wait,
steroids.
You
now.
said who knows? We know. Lou, you know. Come on.
I know. And the under 2.5 minus 150. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
I
that's
played
so
that.
reasonable. That's so reasonable.
That's very reasonable. This guy is getting killed in the first round. Sorry, he's killing in the first round, or he's dying as it goes on. We know. Well, don't get fancy. Play the under 2.5. He's going for a KO1 or he's getting finished. That's it. That's all. Quote me on that. I'll put my dick on the line. Quote me. He is going to finish him round 1 or get finished. That's it. That's all. It's under 2.5. Lock it in. Put in your parlays. If it doesn't hit, take it up with Lou.
That's true. His name's on the show.
Our legal team has been hard at work to
They're going to be hard at work. You
theoretical.
should never have had me on the show. Terrible idea. You out of your depth.
Our lawyer is Bob Loblaw. So,
lawsuits out the ass. Jenna, you
fine.
follow me on Twitter, okay? Don't ever forget that. All right.
Bob Loblaw is defending us through all
Bob
these.
Loblaw.
Yeah, if you don't, we don't want double talk. Call Bob Loblaw.
That's
All
true.
right. I'm gonna be honest though. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I gotta fast forward through this because I am a little fucked up. So we got I'm 15 minutes. I got it.
Hey, I'm
Chad,
down for that.
Chad, you give us your picks and sign off. You're all right, dude.
No.
Awesome.
I don't want to. Well, let's keep it rolling, but not too long.
We'll make it through. I like Daniel Pineda as well for DraftKings. Cheapest fighter on the salary, round 1 upside. I also don't trust Nathaniel Wood. I also think he gets hurt all the time. So, yeah. I mean, he beat Feely. We don't know what Feely's going to show up from fight to fight. Jourdain's got a losing UFC record, and Charles Rosa. So, yeah, I'm taking my chances on Mr. Pineda.
Chad, for what it's worth, every show we do, no matter how many fights it is, always ends at an hour and 15 minutes, no matter what. So if you can hang in there for 22 minutes, we're done.
I'm good. I'm just here. I'm showing the traps for Jen.
Monk, that's literally how it works.
I'm showing. I want to see any traps in here worthy of this for Jenna. What are we doing here? No one's got traps like this. Come on, what are we doing?
So, I mean, not like that. Shit.
Certainly not like that. We're out here, bro. Come on.
Lou, did you do this one?
What?
Did you talk about
smoke
this
that
fight?
Around 1. Do a shot.
Let's
fucking go, Lou. Smoke
I don't have any hard
liquor and do a shot.
Shot of beer. Shot of beer.
Can we get a ban for Dogfather in chat real quick?
Arnold Allen, here we go. I hope they let him fight in his fight kit. Taking on Giga Chikadze, minus 220 for Arnold, plus 185 for Giga, minus 230 the over 2.5, and the fight goes all 3 is minus 200. Lou, what do you got on this one?
Nothing
on the Arnold
Allen.
I don't rate Giga. Look, I'm going to take the poke on the Allen.
Mastermind.
I'm going to take a poke on the Allen 2-3 sub, assuming he grapples, and I'll lose money there. The next fight where I'm going to donate to the sub. I think Allen just out volumes him outside of a meme liver kick. But Allen's just not a guy I ever want to back. He's not he's never a dominant victory guy. So I'll play his sub prop. I'm never interested in his money line here, ever.
Yeah, that's about how I see it for DraftKings. Now we got to pay $9K for this dude. He doesn't even score 70 points when he wins. I love Arnold Allen. I'm a huge fan, but for DraftKings, there's just he's basically unplayable. Guy scores 2 points a minute. Giga's basically the same thing. I mean, guy scored 1.7 points a minute against Alex Caceres. So he's not doing much unless he's fighting Jamie Simmons, Cub Swanson, etc. So I like Arnold to win, but I'm not interested in this for DraftKings. Not even the Giga side. That's 7,200. Chad, do you see anything differently? Do you like Giga here?
Yeah, not much. I sprinkled a little Giga decision plus 400, and that's how I'll play it. I think it goes to decision most times, and I just think it's a competitive fight. Arnold Allen will never separate against anyone in a 15-minute striking match. So give me the guy plus 400 in a fight that's minus 200 to GTD.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, and I think I said, who's the character? Is it Megamind? I don't know. That's what Giga looks like. I mean, look at the size of that guy's heat. Christian Leroy Duncan taking on RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez. We've got Duncan at minus 135, 8,300, and RoboCop at plus 115, minus 260. Fight doesn't go, and the under 1.5 is just plus 120. So yeah, I'll start us off. Obviously, you're going to play this in your GPP tournaments. I mean, these guys' history, last 5 especially, is riddled with KO, TKO finishes. In fact, the only one that's a decision in each of their last 5, I know CLD only has 4 fights, is the Armin Petrosian decision with Christian Leroy Duncan. Everything else is a KO finish, and it's not late. I mean, Tavares got KO'd in the 3rd round. Other than that, it's all 1st and 2nd. So play both of these guys. The salaries are right. You can get either one of them in your lineup, no problem. I prefer Christian Leroy Duncan, but I honestly don't care which one you choose. Play them both. Chad, what do you like here?
Yeah, so here I like the RoboCop side. I'm one to say don't bet RoboSub. We've all donated on that multiple times, but this might be the time, fellas. Let me tell you something. He's going to grapple. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. But when he grapples, don't come to me being like, "Oh, I didn't know." He's going to grapple here. He's going to try to sub this guy. This guy's going to try to throw elbows, and Robo is going to dip under a fucking elbow and take him down with a single. And you say, how do you know that? I know these things. I watch these fights. I know things. That's my whole gig. Robo, sub 2. Take my word for it. Don't. Fuck you. I don't care. Money line side for sure. It's very competitive standing. If regardless of what happens on the feet, it's competitive. Robo is the side. Man, we just watched him fight Petrosian, and then he fought 2 bums. What are we doing? You fight 2 bums, and all of a sudden we're going to have a totally different opinion of you. I bet Petrosian against him, and then I was shocked at how bad he looked against Petrosian. Like, what are we doing here? CLD is not the way. You want to fade Robo Chin, fine. Say, oh, he's not good. He's hittable. He has a gigantic grappling advantage here. You're betting against you have an American black against a British black. What are we doing? What are we arguing for? Put the fucking money down, fellas. For real.
He's known to be chinny. He's known to be foreheady too.
Chad's stealing my gimmick.
Right?
American black again.
Is that your gimmick?
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's close. It's very close.
Okay, shit, my bad.
Well, can I?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, please.
I bet 2 props here. I bet the RoboCop sub because I'm a glutton for fucking punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet the Duncan decision at 450.
Horrible.
Everybody's saying like Rodriguez is so fucking chinny. Dude, first of all, they should have stopped the Cheaty fight. I'm not a fight expert like Chad. I'm an expert like you, Monk. Here's what I know.
I'm a fight expert. You should go on.
If I can see your brain, they should probably stop the fight. I personally feel, if I see your fucking brain, the fight should be stopped. So they didn't stop it, and then he won. Ferreira.
I mean, thank God I have money on the line, bro. What do you mean?
Ferreira hit him with a punch that would have killed an elephant. That's not RoboCop being chinny. He hit him with like just an absolutely perfect fucking shot. Okay. I think Rodriguez he's hittable for sure. And look, he's going to have diminishing returns, the damage he's taken. But I don't think he's like as super chinny as people think. And Duncan, in all fairness, he's out there to be like flashy. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have power, but Duncan
He
to me
doesn't.
is more like an attritional finisher. Like, he's more like I'm going to hit you 70 times and get you out of there. So I think if Duncan wins, he wins by decision. I think it's just he throws more volume and Rodriguez didn't grapple. If Rodriguez grapples, I think he gets the submission. So what's going to really happen? Rodriguez is going to take him down like a Tululin fight and just pound him out. And we're all going to fucking hate it. Like,
I'll be on money line too.
I mean, I don't know what's going to hit first, the G-Rod sub or the Parker Porker round 2 submission. But at some point in my life, one of these fucking props is going to hit.
It has to.
So I like the G-Rod sub. I like the Duncan decision is like the way I'm playing this fight.
Lou, I'm going to tell you right now. Don't take my word for it. It's sub 2. Do what you want with that information. Don't trust me.
Chad, I put this up, dude. There you go. Like, it's worth a shekel. Let's go,
I've been done on that. It is what it is. Do what you want with that information.
The last time I saw you do something like this on the Fight Numbers channel, it smashed. So let's go, dude. Like 14-1. Let's fucking go, dude.
All right. I'm in. Now the pressure's on. I gotta kill myself when it doesn't hit, but it's fine. Lou, I didn't want to live anyway. We're fine. Let's move on.
Chad, you know what one of my other lines is? You know why I like round 2? It pays more. It pays more than round 1.
That's the only reason I bet round 2. Guess what? Nobody finishes in round 1 unless they're heavyweights. Fuck round 1, fellas. We bet round 2. All right?
Chad,
we're grown ass men. We bet round 2 in this bitch. Round 1 is for heavyweights and gay men. We're betting round 2. Let's go.
I'm gonna put this up for this
there we
fight. Go. And Chad, so now we're covered. We're covered.
God, it's like my fight numbers disclaimers, dude. No one wants my opinions. Everyone's like, hey, no. This doesn't reflect on us or you know.
Well, Chad, I feel, and it's not. This is not just you. Trust me, buddy. I feel like we need it for this fight to protect Monk. That's it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm protecting Monk more than anything else, dude. I'm already a dead man walking for this fight, dude. Trust me, I'm a dead man walking here.
Nobody wants my views, man. Nobody wants my views as a person.
I'm protecting him, Chad. That's it.
That's fine. But then everyone's like, Chad, what do you think about fights? And then they're like, all right, well, don't tell us what you think about different races. I'm like, all right, well, don't ask me about fights. God, you know, it all blends together.
Bro, I put up.
I'm not affiliated with Fight Numbers. No Fight Numbers affiliate. They dropped me. It's fine. No, just let the people know. Sorry, go on, Lou. My bad.
There you go.
Monk, maybe you should go first here.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Perfect. This is exactly where I want to go first.
Yeah, then I'm immediately going to take a 5-minute break. Yeah, we've got King Green. That's right, boys. You have to call him King Green. Taking on Paddy Pimblett. -119 for Mr. Green, -101 for Paddy. +105 fight doesn't go. The over 2.5 is -160. Look, I guess I'm playing Paddy Pimblett a little bit in DraftKings. I guess I'm playing a little both sides. But it does turn out that King Green does throw a shitload of volume, especially in the third round. So if we get there, I'm not taking anybody's thunder. Don't worry, Lou. If we get there, he could pay off a decision as well. So I think both guys have a chance. Paddy early, Green later. So yeah, I'm fine with either side. I'll probably have a little bit. I'll probably be pretty even actually on both ownerships, and probably right about average. It's really a shitty fight to ask me about because I honestly don't know who's gonna win. Yeah, you guys can hop in. Lou, what do you got? Put that fucking disclaimer up there.
Monk, we started the show February of 2022.
True.
It all led up to this fight. This is like why I exist.
The culmination.
This is the memeiest. This is the biggest meme fight that's ever fucking existed. I have Chad. You ready for my bets on this one?
No.
You're gonna have the biggest boner ever, Chad. 80 to 1, 80 to 1 draw. I took the draw.
80 to 1. Where the fuck? Oh, bet 365.
80 to 1 draw, and a bet on the Yam bags. Look, I can make two cases for the draw here that are crazy. If anybody's gonna get a 10-8, it's gonna be Bobby Green in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
This dude's cardio is great, his volume is great, and Patty fades. So I think Bobby Green 10-8 in the third, not a crazy thought. Secondly, Bobby Green, you know, I'm not gonna say all the things I want. Could he kick Patty in the dick? Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 1,000,000%. He could punt this fucker in the sack so quick, and immediate point deduction. This is the yammiest yam bag fight ever, and so could Green punt him in the sack and win 2-3, and this gets a draw, and then the rematch is in America. By the way, this whole fucking bullshit that it's in the UK, Patty's gonna have the judges. Hey, guess what? Patty fought in New York and he had the judges. Don't matter where he fights. Dude, he had the judges in New York against Jared Gordon. Like, it don't matter where Patty's fighting. He got the judges. This whole UK shit is bullshit. Side note, Liverpudlians, scumbags. Liverpool, you're all pieces of shit. Manchester, let's go. United. Just had to throw that out there. I like the draw. I like yam bags, and that's it. That's my prediction. It's going to end in a draw.
I love it. What do you got on this one, Chad?
Green. By the way, Kiwi
Green.
saying you won't call him King. Well, that's his name.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
According to Court and Jeff. Jeff, fuck you.
You got a dead name an African American man. Come on now. What are we doing? Kiwi, bro, you're gonna dead name an African American?
Not in this year, in the 2024.
Not hey, Kiwi, not in my country. I'll tell you that much. Not in my fucking country. I would have thought it'd be a draw on the opposite. I would have thought that shit. My AirPod is dead. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that real quick. You hear me?
Yep.
I would have thought the draw would be by the virtue of Patty hurting him early round 1 and getting a 10-8, and then Bobby winning 2-3. I'm not saying your side is impossible. I just think it's more likely Bobby survives a possible 10-8 than Patty does. I just think Patty is more likely to wilt in those circumstances. That being said, I think Bobby is the side money line wise. I think Bobby likely wins a decision. I'm not a big Patty guy. Bobby he's a little, listen, he's starting to get a little washed up, but Patty stinks, man. What are we doing? Patty is not a good fighter. He's fighting the best competition that he's faced in his career. Bobby is going to embarrass him round 3. I promise you that. So you better hope that fucking Patty could get some shit going around 1-2. I don't think so. So we're doing Bobby here, man. Well, it's Bobby season. Hell yeah.
There you go. I love
Fuck
it. I'm
Liverpool,
hoping to see it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck Liverpool. They could suck my cock, dude.
Here we go.
Sorry,
Are you gonna dip it in gasoline first, like our next guy? Tommy Aspinall taking on Curtis Blades, minus 400 to plus 300, minus 1,000. Fight doesn't go. Plus 145 is the over 1.5. Chad, start us off here with this co-main. Who do you like?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you mind if I go first? My dog's whining to go out, so I'll just say what I got here, and I gotta go. bring my dog out. But basically, real quick, Curtis's aside, I think if this gets extended at all, you do not want to be holding an Aspinall minus 400 ticket. It's very clear that Blades is the money line side. Anyone playing anyone playing Aspinall is square. I played on Unibet, Blades, and over 1.5 plus 650.
I heard Big Steve has Aspinall money line, Chad.
No, he probably has the under 1.5. That cocksucker. But I played Blades plus over 1.5 plus 650 on Unibet. I think that's a great way to play it. I really don't think, despite that being the outcome last time, I think it's unlikely Blades finishes him in the first round and a half. And you're getting plus 650 for Blades to keep that extended. I think Blades' decision is possible and likely. I think Blades KO 2-3-4 is likely. I think any way this gets extended, Blades, any sort of win condition is likely. So I like all of that. I think Blades is the clear side. Maybe he gets knocked out brutally in the first 2 minutes. If not, I think you're going to be sick to your stomach betting Aspinall. So it's all Blades for me, fellas.
Chad, if you got to run, you want to sign off?
Note. What's that?
If you got to run, you want to sign off?
Yeah. I gotta. My dog wants to go out. I do gotta run. How would you like me to sign off?
No, just thanks for coming on, dude. Like, thanks for being.
No, it was a pleasure. I'm happy to come on. If I can snag another Friday off, I would love to come back on. I just can't come on sober. It just wouldn't feel right. I don't stay up this late.
I don't want you on sober.
That's true. No one wants to interact with me sober, anyways. But I also never stay up this late. I'm normally in bed 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Fuck, I sleep early. But it was a pleasure. I really I've been meaning to come on, so I'm happy that I finally fucking did in this last minute. Just so you know, it was because I couldn't, not because I didn't want to. That's all.
Well, we do appreciate it.
Thanks, dude. Go walk your dog, man. By the way, nobody cares about the main event anyway. So like,
if you tuned in the fight numbers earlier, she was like puking.
Oh shit.
No, she was fine, but like they were making fun
there you
of me.
Look at this, Chad. Chad, you're making fans across the world, bro.
Kiwi, thank you. But earlier, bro, I was breaking down a fight. They asked me, they pulled it to me, and I was like, I kept going like this and like trying to talk, and they're like, well, fuck is your issue? I'm like, man, my dog is puking. Like, chill. You know, they're giving me shit because I kept like going like, yeah. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it.
Chad, go take care of your dog, my friend. We love
no,
you.
she's fine. She's not sick. Stella, you know what? Before I go, I'm gonna show you. Only the girls will care. We got 2 girls in here. I'm gonna show you how beautiful my dog is.
This is what we're here for.
Well, he's pulling that up. There you go. Hold on. I mean, almost big pretty level.
Almost.
Who's big pretty?
Blom
Chad?
dog, suck my dick. Blom dog, I know you. Suck my dick. All right, how about that? I'm out here. You ain't got traps like this. All right, Stella.
We love you, brother. See you soon.
It was a pleasure. I will do this again. If you guys ever move it to a Friday night, count me in.
Well, that's Monk's fault. We used to do Fridays.
If you move it to a Friday for a weekend, count me in. Just off the rip, let me know 1 week in advance. If you move to a Friday, I'll come through.
We got you, brother. Dude, thanks for spending time. We appreciate it.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Monk, thank you. I wish you guys the best of luck. Hope you make a lot of money. And move it to a Friday 1 week, 4 months from now. I'll come through.
Perfect.
Later,
and now Pepe. Now the guys are all here talking shit. Fuck you. Fuck you, Pepe. Fuck you. Oh,
it wasn't Pepe. It's not Pepe. It wasn't Pepe.
Pepe said the
Pierce.
Travis filing insurance. Joshua says even Chad's dog is gay. Fuck you guys, man. My dog's a beautiful angel. What are we doing here? All right, that's it.
Later,
I'm
brother.
out of here.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, later, fellas.
Later. Even Chad's dog is gay. That's it.
You know what's
That's
so funny?
a funny
You know what's so
comment.
funny? He left right at the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. Like
That is
like, oh.
funny. That is funny.
Thanks for I know, like, some of you guys in chat, whatever. Like, dude, Chad's old friend, like, and he killed it. And he's funny as shit. Like, so look, for this fight, I gave away these props today. I think Aspinall rolls Blades. I think Aspinall, we've talked about, like, the line's wide. I don't think the line was right for the first fight. I think Aspinall fucks up Blades in the first 2 rounds. That being said, these Blades props, 2, 3, 4, are insanity. Like, even if you like, I have a bet on Aspinall 1-2 at the juice. Yes, Monk, I laid the fucking vig. But Blades round 2 is 20-1. Round 3 is like 45. I'm saying is like these numbers are so crazy that you have to like play a couple of bucks on this 2, 3, 4 for Blades. It's insane, dude. Like, again.
Yeah, but is it insane for a reason?
Well, I mean,
I'm just asking. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay, so like, by the way, now I need to go back buy a pack of smokes, like AM. But so like, there's a false narrative with this fight, and that false narrative is that, well, what is it? Oh, Aspinall's cardio, and that's like, but dude, we don't know. Like, Nobody knows. But here's what I do know, Monk. I don't care who you are. If Blades has taken you down for 2 rounds, I don't care who you are. Your cardio is going to be tested at heavyweight. I personally think Aspinall is this is gonna be like a statement win. Personally, I think, and there's 2 reasons that I don't like the Blades side. By the way, am I doing real analysis now? Is this weird?
No, we jumped right in.
There's 2 things that I don't like about the Blade side. Number 1 is people are assuming he's going to wrestle. He didn't wrestle against Pavlovich.
He hasn't wrestled in forever.
But he decided just to strike with Sergey Pavlovich, and he like died. And then number 2, let's say he does wrestle. Do you remember the Derek Lewis fight where he wrestled the first round? And then
sure.
And the next round started, 9 seconds later, he got like fucking bonked.
Yeah.
So I don't like. If you're betting Blades, what are you betting Blades on? You're betting that he's going to have this tremendous game plan and that Aspinall can't get up. Like, you're betting Blades to top time him, right? Like, if you're betting Blades, you're betting him a top time. To me, people are like, this line's too wide. And I'm like, I don't think this line's wide enough. I think Aspinall just kind of fucks him up. So I laid the round 1, round 2. I'm just saying, you're giving me these crazy fucking numbers to throw $5-10 on while I have like a $900 bet on Aspinall 1-2. You have to tickle these props, dude. Like, you have to. And last thing I'll say on this, these may be professional fighters, and we try to look at this in like a vacuum. But you don't think Aspinall, it's in his head, like, fuck, had this last... Like, I don't think Aspinall comes out guns a-blazing because he saw how last fight went. Like, dude...
It was such a fluke, though.
But, yeah, but it's not going to be in his head at least a little bit.
I don't think so.
Look, I've played poker in the World Series of Poker, Monk. I'm a competent poker player. But let me tell you something. It's fucking intimidating. And do you know when you settle in? When you get that first hand. And you're like, okay, I'm just playing poker. It seems stupid, but I'm saying it's easy to say shut the noise out. And I think with Aspinall, as soon as they start getting into like either grappling or like he gets his flow, then I think all of that falls off the ladder. But yes, he's going to go in like, fuck. Like, dude, I mean, it was a flukish thing. Like, But it's hard not. He's a professional, but he's a human being, dude. It's hard for that one. It's got to be in his head at least 1%. I think once the fight starts going, he gets in the flow, that shit comes out. I think he fucks him up. Again, I'm just saying I can't ignore these crazy fucking prop numbers, man.
Yeah,
for like
crazy.
Dude, spend $12 on like dude, $4 each. You'd be like, cool, I got 100. Like, if God forbid happens, you got 100 back. Like, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is a must play for DraftKings because you have the Tom Aspinall round 1 KO, which is going to pay a shitload, or pay off a shitload, and then you've got Curtis Blades, the second cheapest fighter on the card. If he does for some reason actually decide to wrestle, which he has not landed a takedown since September of 2021, just for the record, then he's got a good chance of paying off his 6,800. So I like both sides. GPP, I'm going with Tom Aspinall as well. I just think a guy like that, I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe like 1 or 2% it might be in his head, but I think once the walkout starts, like I don't know. I'm not a professional athlete, but those guys get fucking like ripped. Like, what if you're a running back and you rip your ACL making a move? You come back out, you're not going to try to make that move anymore. I mean, I think some of these guys are, I hate to use this in the parlance of our times, built differently. So yeah, I don't know. I think if anybody is built differently, I think Aspinall's got a chance.
Can I address this comment before we move on?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, y'all know, like, Narco is my boy. Like, we're friends, and this isn't shitting on Narco. Like, I want to stress this because Narco is putting up pictures of him in the World Series and a lot of confidence. And like, look, man, that's my dude. I've played poker as long as Narco, and me and him have talked about like hand histories. Like, he respects me. Like, there's a lot of respect for like the actual poker talent. This whole thing, when you go to like like I played at the Rio, RIP Rio, but like once you win that first hand, you realize you're not in a sea of tables. You're just playing your table. Like, it takes that. So that was the comparison I'm making for Aspinall is it's got to be in the back of his head how the other one went. But once he like lands that first punch, wins that first hand in this element, all of a sudden, like then the thought of him tearing it, like then that goes away.
It's like Weidman when he came back and fought whoever the fuck he fought, Tavares, or I don't remember who was his first fight.
By the way, as far as not having reads in poker, you can 1,000,000% use that to your advantage and just only play good hands because you go to poker tables and nobody fucking believes that you're telling the truth. So just tell the truth every hand. They'll be like, I can't believe he's telling the truth. Dude, I've told people like I have quads. They're like, no, you don't. I'm like, I mean, I do. They're like, I call them like I have quads. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, and I said, well, I mean, you're an idiot. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like,
I told you.
And then the next hand you play against them, you're like, I have 8 high. Like, I mean, but I'm saying it like I'm comparing that to like, I'm trying to like make up for Chad, I guess, maybe a little bit. No, not really, but. So, by the way, once we get to the main event, if you guys can stick around for 5 minutes, Monk and I want to tell you what's coming up Tuesday. Because the nonsense that Monk and I are rolling out is finally going to start. That's our new channel. And also special little, if I can, I mean, I'm not revealing anything, but like, if you guys know me and you know Monk, you know how much Brady fucking means to me. So he's hanging in there. Brady's fucking tough. He's one of the best dudes I know. He'd be all right. If you see me taking Brady's spot a couple times this week, don't worry about it. Just me being a friend of Brady.
Yeah, ultimate shout out to Brady, who did come on the Bankroller Bus show today, which you can also find on this channel as well. And yeah, you mentioned the main event. Let's get into it. It's Leon Edwards.
I have my money in the bank theory here, so I'm very excited.
I love it. Leon Edwards, it's Bilal Muhammad. Minus 250 for Edwards, plus 210 for Muhammad, plus 140 doesn't go, and the over 4.5 is minus 200. I'll start us off here. Look, I will never play Leon Edwards in DraftKings. I simply will not do it. I refuse to do it. This guy never scores well. Less than 80 in his last 2 fights. Those are both 5-round fights, guys. He scored less than 80 points. It's just not good. I think he scored 100 points in 2 of his 14 wins, and that's been years since he's done that. Bilal Muhammad, for all the haters out there who say his fighting style is so boring, well, he sure as shit, according to the stats, does a lot more than Leon Edwards. He has more strikes landed per minute over his last 5. He's got more points scored per minute, more points scored overall, and finish wins. Well, one of them at least against Sean Brady. I guess Leon did get that one against Kamaru. I shouldn't say finish wins, but yeah, I think this one I'll never play Leon Edwards. Never at $8,800. I'll take Bilal Muhammad all day at 7,400. I'll play him in a ton of cash lineups. I'll play him in a ton of GPP lineups just to save some money. And honestly, I'll fucking pick Bilal Muhammad outright. That's right. I'm picking Bilal Muhammad to win the fight over Leon Edwards and New. That's what we're doing this week. Lou, take us home. What do you got?
I love that you picked him because this is such a great segue into what we're doing Tuesday, where I love you, but you're wrong and I hate you. I don't want to break this fight down technically. I honest to God think Leon is he's like criminally underrated. I love people like, oh, well, Nate Diaz tagged him. Stop it, dude. Like, stop. Leon Edwards is like really good, dude. He's really well rounded. And like, so what's the knock on him? He's boring as shit. I mean, he is. There is 0 chance you're right that Muhammad wins, and I'm going to tell you why.
0.
Unless Muhammad 10-8s him like 5 rounds, there is 0 fucking chance that Dana White is letting 170 be locked up by fucking rematches. So I'm telling you right now, if Bilal Muhammad wins, you're going to hear Vince McMahon's music, and Dana White is walking out with Shavkat and his Money in the Bank
briefcase.
And he's like, hey, Bilal, your next title defense is right now against Shavkat. And Shavkat is just going to rip him to shreds in 30 seconds and walk out with, like, you're going to go online, and it's going to, like, if you didn't watch the fights, you're going to be like, wait, how is Shavkat the champion? And that's how. Dude, if they lock this division up in rematches, it's going to, like, 170 is already, like, it's starting to get better. Like, people hate. Oh, look, this fucker shows up at the goddamn end of every show. Steve, you missed like literally all the fucking crazy shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah.
One-on-one with the Undertaker, player.
Can I just first of all, I love that you just did that. And I love that Luke put the A in there.
I know.
Well, hold on. Well, you get to go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. Dude, there was literally a mode in one of these WWE games with all the matches, and then the last mode was 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. Like, they actually like
so good.
It. So funny. By the way, absolutely, despite this guy ball busting me, absolutely go follow Big Steve. He's the real one, dude. Bets the right way, legit, dude. Despite him hating,
I never know how much he wins. It's always like plus 1,906 this week. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You want to talk about like, dude? We got Luke in the chat, and we got Big Steve in the chat, and we got me on the mic. Dude, Big Steve and Luke are like legit 2 of the most transparent, non-braggy dudes you will ever deal with. Like, dude, Big Steve is like me. He's very much like I won on the Cincinnati. Like, never fucking brags.
Right.
Like, no, he doesn't. Like, I'm giving Big Steve a also go watch it. No, fuck you, dude. Don't get out of here. What are you, mushroom? You're just using this for ad space. Fuck you, dude. Yeah. So that's my pick. But let's say Bilal wins and there's no Money in the Bank. Do you know what we get? We get a rematch. And then we probably get Shavkat against Ian Gary.
Why do we get a rematch?
Because that's just how it goes. But then we get Ian Gary against Shavkat, and then Ian Gary gets to die. So like, it's that's fine. True.
I just don't get the rematch shit. Like, so he's defended. He's had the title for 2 fights.
I should mention, just so you know, this fucker is on the prop show next week. So he doesn't realize. Monk, we've had these dudes in here for so long, like Big Steve, like all these guys. Have they not learned when I have the mic? This is such a minus EV thing for anybody to come at me. This is such a bad move. Because not only am I like elite on the, I'm never an elite capper, but I'm elite on the mic. I'm elite at YouTube, and I will fucking ruin your life. I don't know why people do that. Jeff's the fucking man, dude.
They didn't see enough.
That crew next week. That crew next week is gonna be fun. It's Jeff. It's my guy Mike, Sports Money, and it's Subhuman, who's getting into YouTube, and he's killing it, dude. Garrett is like the best, dude. Such a nice dude, killing it. Like Jeff and Mike are really good, despite what he just said in the chat.
There we go.
But hold on. I by the way, if you're gonna bet Bilal, I get it. Like he's not like. Did you see that thing at the conference today where they announced the bonuses? And Bilal started celebrating, and Leon said, "Don't worry, you're not knocking anybody out."
So he lands one head kick. He's talking about knocking people out. This motherfucker doesn't knock anybody out. He doesn't finish anybody.
By the way,
I hate that shit, bro.
As much as I think that Edwards is so much better everywhere here, and this is criminally underrated as a fighter, I totally get the Bilal decision. I get it. I 1,000,000% don't think it's a bad play. Like, and he looks jacked, dude.
Dude, they got the same amount of knockouts in their past 5. What the fuck? Shit. Leon lands one knockout and he's acting like he's fucking knockout king. Stop it. Why don't you win by decision and do absolutely nothing the whole fucking time? Fantastic. Why don't you land 1.7 strikes a minute against Colby Covington after we all want you to whoop his fucking ass? Why don't you do that for us? That'd be great. Thanks, Leon. Appreciate it, bud. Go Bilal. Let's go. All right, Lou. That's it. I just slandered Leon Edwards for like 60 seconds straight. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is slandering Leon Edwards' name this week. Also, that fucking video is fake. And if you thought it was real, you're a fucking idiot. So now I'm slandering you too. Now we can talk about it, Lou. Let's go.
What?
Huh?
We're getting spammed. All right. So if you guys are still here, so the nonsense. Hold on before you guys leave. Moise. Let's talk about what we're doing Tuesday. So Tuesday, guys, don't leave yet. Just do quick. So Tuesday is basically why we're doing the channel. This is our fucking nonsense. This is the beginning of don't leave. None of you fucking leave. If any of you leave, I'm unsubbing you and then also resubscribe to the channel. Create more accounts. Great. So Tuesday is the first of many shows. Now I shaved, so Monk is lucky because the show can no longer be called Who's More Grizzled. We're gonna have to figure out a better name.
That's true.
So here's what we're doing Tuesday. Monk and I are going to do a tournament. We're each picking 4 of the toughest people that have ever been on TV. We don't get to vote. We're gonna make our case, and you guys, the people, you're gonna vote. You vote live in chat. And then we're going to put it on Twitter. We'll do polls, and we're going to make it like a ridiculous, stupid thing. And then the next week on Tuesday, the semifinals and the finals. And we'll do a third place game. Like we'll do like the losers. Just so you guys know, this is predicated on Monk and I arguing about Al Swearingen versus Lorne Malvo, who is the toughest guy. So I think Monk's going to win the tournament based on his roster.
You think?
1,000,000%. But I only care if I win that match. If I win that matchup when I lose the tournament, you can suck a cock. That's all I care about.
Are we saying who we have so far?
Yeah, let's go. Let's tell the people who we have.
So we're picking each 4 people from TV specifically, not movies.
Yeah, we have
3 so far. We've done 3 so far.
Yeah, we were gonna do movies too. I gave Dirty Harry, and then he countered with John Wick, and I'm like, no, you're gonna win. I don't like that.
Yeah, he tapped out immediately.
I'm like, no, it's canceled. The show's off.
So you got to give your 3, and then I'll give my 3.
Okay, so I don't even remember my 3. So Lorne Malvo is 1.
Because they're a non-rememberable.
Fuck you, dude.
That's not a word.
Like, by the way, if you like the way we are on this show where we get along, you're gonna really like the next one because we are not friends. Monk and I are not friends on this show. We are. I don't know. He doesn't even go here, as far as I'm concerned. Lorne Malvo Am I picking Vic Mackey from the Shield?
You
I
pick
don't know if I
whoever you
did that.
want. You pick whoever
And
you
then-
want.
And then for the ladies out there, because Monk hates women, Buffy has to be one of the biggest badasses on TV. And then I don't know who my fourth is yet. Like, if I go old school, if I go like MacGyver, and nobody in the chat's gonna fuck. And by the way, he's not a badass. Like MacGruber, he dies a lot. Like I gotta come up with. I wanted to go with. Well, first of all, it's not Bruce. It would be Bill Bixby, but Bruce Bannon, like, fuck. I know. I don't want to like whatever. All right, so I got my 3. I don't know yet. How about this, Monk? Well, we're gonna have to do graphics. So, like, I'll build the graphic like 5 minutes for the show. We'll surprise each other with the 4th. Who are your 3? You're gonna win.
My 3.
I already know you're gonna win. Not with Swearingen, though. You fuck.
Al Swearingen was first. Second is
Tina. So hold on, MacGruber.
I forget. I used to know.
Science and he's building the bombs. MacGruber. Oh my God, China. Fuck you, Luke.
China.
Luke is by the way, and hold on. This has gone off track. Well, Big Steve, I got news for you, bud. You kind of missed if anything, this is the most on track we've been the whole fucking show, dude.
Right. So my 3.
Monk, we've gone off the rails.
A little, yeah. Finally, we're finally off the rails. Xena, yeah, he might as well have picked Xena. He's gonna need all them ladies.
If you counted Buffy with Xena, that would be pretty badass, dude.
It would be, but I didn't watch. I didn't watch Xena. I have rarely turned on the CW.
Oh
to be
my
quite
God,
honest.
dude! Look at our chat, just cooking up. Oh,
B.A. Baracus. There we go,
dude. I met Mr. T. Dude, we didn't even think of that.
No, that's true.
How did me and you not fucking really? Dude, we suck. Really? Neither one of us came up with Mr. fucking T?
And Baby Billy.
We suck. Dude, I came up with Vern Schillinger, who rapes dudes, and I didn't come up with fucking Mr. T. I suck. But
yeah,
Al
dude,
Bundy?
It was like 8 a.m. when I read Vern Schillinger, and I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? I had to Google
Al
it,
Bundy,
and I was like, yeah, it is.
He had 4 touchdowns in one game at Polk High.
Yeah, but dude, this is not the spirit of this competition. He supposedly had 4 touchdowns.
Sorry, and last thing before you tell your 3, Blom Dog. This is actually an idea that I have. I'm actually thinking of doing like old school wrestling shit. So, like, this is actually like with Easy. Because that's my fucking dude.
We should do like a mystery science theater of old wrestling cards.
Dude, Easy has told me like, let's fucking do wrestling shit. I'm like, let's fucking go.
Well, I can come on and just make fun of it because I don't know shit about it.
D'Lo Brown. Go ahead.
I know who D'Lo Brown is. Yeah, my 3 is going to be Al Swearingen, Gustavo Fring. Remember him? And somebody by the name of Omar Little from The Wire. You know, you've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer on one side, and I've got Omar Little.
Oh yeah, Jack Bauer was. Oh, and Jack Bauer was my 4th. That's right.
I got dudes slitting motherfuckers' throats. You got Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, she kills people that are 1,000 years old, dude.
They're not people.
Monk, you know I love you, right? Suck my cock. So, but this is the show. This is the show. Forget about even the tournament. This is the show. Me telling Monk to suck my cock and him being like, I'm right and you can die.
Exactly. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hold on. Forget about Sid Vicious. He's not a TV guy. I mean, like the wrestler, sure. Al Bundy is like way more badass than Rick Grimes, right? I don't give a fuck about zombies. Maybe that's my.
Who's more badass, Al Bundy or Uncle Rico?
Stop.
They're the same person.
No, they're not. You know why?
Uncle Rico could throw it over the mountain.
No, because Al Bundy, like literally, there's incidents where Al Bundy just randomly beat the fuck out of people.
Yeah, but he also didn't want to fuck Peg.
Mark, you don't understand.
What the
Mark, you don't get it. I'm trying to play against Monk in terms of like trying to get the audience. Like I'm trying to counter who like can vote the audience. Like I'm trying to play like, by the way, I mean, Monk, I did say Grimace. I'm like, what about Grimace? And for you guys watching, I mean, I don't know if Grimace is badass, but like he's purple.
Yeah, he had that shake that was killing people. Turning them into
so that's the beginning of what we're rolling out, and then there's a bunch of just wait till the body cam cop game show, guys. That's gonna be like, I mean, I'm getting thrown off the air.
Multiple disclaimers for that one.
But that shit's gonna be crazy. Dude, Monk and I got tons of good ideas, guys. If you're loyal to us and we are so grateful for all of you that have like been fans, like we're so grateful, then you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh yeah.
Monk and I are opening up the fucking playbook.
Yeah. Flea flickers
also,
and shit.
Now we're sponsored by Fight Numbers. John Kelly immediately is like, I have to retract his fucking permissions. We're in talks with Bet365. I have openly said I never really want to be sponsored by a sports book, but I've told them if you're not making me push bets and I can just be like, go sign up, they're awesome, you pay me immediately.
Right.
I am so happy to do that. We will be the front runners. Monk and I we're doing this, dude. You guys have stuck with us. You will be rewarded. And you know what? Let me end this on a good note, Monk.
Let's do it.
You guys know that I hit this Patterson round 1, round 2 plus 2,000. Okay. I see everybody in the chat. So I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If that hits, I'll do a $100 giveaway next week.
There we go. There we fucking go. You heard it here first. And those of you still in the chat, you know before everybody else, because we're going to have.
And if it's not $100 to one person, I'll give 10 of you free $20 bets where whatever the fuck you want. Like, I'll give you it'll be $100 to one person or a bunch of risk-free shit. Like, whatever you guys want, I'll fucking do it.
We're here for the people.
But Long Neck has to, he has to get the fucking job done.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I think he will, Lou. I think he will. So that's what we're doing. You got anything else? Because I'm done. We just check out all the other stuff on this channel. We had GC. That's right. Connor Burks from the MMA Hour on Bankroll or Bust this week. We had Brady on and returning champ.
This guy.
That's right.
I love that it also did it. The defending champion is great.
What's that? Yeah.
And some other guy.
So yeah, we've got a ton of shit going on going up this week for 304. You still got a whole like 36, 40 hours to digest.
Oh, hold on, Monk. That's not fair. He won. That's not fair. So can we just say who he's not a fan of? The Minnesota Twins.
That's right. He loves the Twins. No, but seriously though, shout out to him. 48%. 3 for 4 on his bets last week. Everybody else put up offers pretty much. Well, that's not true. Dogfather had the over half a takedown landed from Pudilova. But yeah, it was a rough week for everybody but Finn. So I was glad to have him back on. And it was a really good show. In and out 20 fucking minutes, guys. 20 minutes, 12 bets. It's like the opposite of this show. It's fantastic.
Go fucking watch. Hey, fuck
absolutely.
You.
No, but I had fun doing that show. I have a lot more fun doing this show every week, quite honestly.
Also, go watch the prop show with Stargarian.
That was fantastic. Yeah.
I mean,
that saved me today.
I had to, elite, dude.
I had to wait. I was waiting. I had to wait for the post office to open because, with not to get political, but all the goddamn budget cut. No, they take an hour lunch break apparently and just close the whole fucking post office. So at least I had props to consider to watch while I was waiting there. So that was fantastic.
John is an elite guest because him and I are weirdly, we flow so perfectly. I'm going to be on Club and Sub for 305. It looks like
nice.
John and I flow like old friends, dude. He's
great to watch.
He's
he really
so
is.
good. John is so good to work with, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I know I can like say weird shit to him, and he just fires right back with like,
Right.
let's go, dude. Like, he's so smart, he's so fun. Like, go check it out, guys. The bets were good, but more importantly, it was like really fun to watch. All right, get out of here. Sign us
Let's
off.
do it. As usual, we want all of you to enjoy the fight. So enjoy, and we will see you in the next one.